We are, though, doing things a little differently today in our special 30-minute weigh-in show. We're going to focus on the highlights from this morning's weigh-in, and we're going to bring you the important storylines going into tomorrow's fights. And for more on those, we're going to bring in the fourth member of our broadcast team, Megan O'Leary.
Thank you so much, Karyn. I'm here at the host hotel where the fighters have been staying all week long. And the official weigh-in kicked off at 9 a.m. The first fighter on the scale was Chaz Skelly. Everyone successfully made weight with one exception. Bec Rawlings weighed in at 117.5 pounds. 20% of her purse will be going to opponent Tecia Torres. However, that fight is moving forward. They will be competing tomorrow night right here in Houston. And, you know, this is a very unique situation. There are no ceremonial weigh-ins here. So that means after this morning, the fighters have the rest of today and most of tomorrow to refuel, relax, rehydrate, get their mind right, ready for competition. This is a huge weekend in Houston. We are expecting big things from our card tomorrow night. Karyn, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Megan. There's a lot of extra time. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I say be careful, man. It's not normal, so you got to be very careful. You don't want to put on too much and be fighting at a weight that you're not used to competing at.
I like the ceremonial weigh-in. I think it's good to greet the fans. You got a lot of energy. I love it.
Yeah, that's true. It would have been nice to have it here on the green. But anyway, we move along, DC. We're going to get right to our headliner. The Korean Zombie quickly established himself as a fan favorite before mandatory military duty in South Korea kept him out of the octagon for 3.5 years. But he is back. He didn't get an easy draw, facing 9th-ranked Dennis Bermudez.
Of course he didn't, because of who he was to this division. His very last fight in the UFC was for the championship against the great Jose Aldo. But Dennis Bermudez is a guy that is going to push him in every aspect of mixed martial arts in his first fight back. So big spot for the Korean Zombie, big fight for the Korean Zombie, great opportunity for Dennis Bermudez.
The Korean Zombie has made a name out of taking punches, and I think that Dennis Bermudez will give him those punches and some pressure to go with it. It's an amazing matchup. I'm excited to watch his return.
And, of course, we are going to have time to break down and explain why he did get that nickname. But, T-Wood, let's talk about our co-main event, the undefeated strawweight Alexa Grasso taking on the seasoned veteran FELICE HERRIG.
Well, they say don't let the smooth taste fool you. I'm going to say don't let the cute face fool you. Play on words there. I think she's a beast. Don't take it for granted. She's going to have to be every bit of a beast to take out veteran FELICE HERRIG.
When you're FELICE HERRIG and you've been there for so long, you see a lot of these prospects come through. Ask Kylan Curran. FELICE sent her right back to the bottom half of that division. This is a big spot for Alexa Grasso. If she can do this, she's a brand new contender in a tough division.
And we know FELICE can handle the pressure. The last time we saw her on Fox, she got a first-round submission. DC, I want to talk about a couple of other fights. Let's talk about the surging ABEL Trujillo taking on the Texan James Vick.
You know, ABEL Trujillo is a guy that was known for his wrestling initially. He moved down to South Florida, really developed that power and explosiveness under Henry Hoof. Now, he's fighting James Vick, a long, good boxer who does well at fighting at range, and if you give him the opportunity, he will jump on that high guillotine choke and take you out. So big fight for both of these guys.
Anytime you got a wrestler that has an explosive double leg takedown, I remember ABEL when he was in Missouri, a coach can teach you how to transition that power into a good right hand, and that's what he's done. But his opponent is a tall drink of water. He's going to have to chop him down kick by kick or punch by punch.
And I tell you what, Tyron, jumping on that idea of explosiveness, that's what we always talk about with OVINCE SAINT-PREUX. He is back in action. He's taking on a newcomer, a Swiss man, VOLKAN OZDEMIR.
Well, OVINCE SAINT-PREUX, OSP, you better not let the newcomer come and take you out. He said that he is coming to take you down. You got to take that seriously. His opponent is having the first fight in the UFC. He's got to come out and put on a great showing.
You know, that's exactly what VOLKAN is going to do. He said he's going to take his spot. He wants to be ranked high after the tournament. It's not about the next fight when he gets a full camp. Short notice, no notice, doesn't matter. That chocolate, though, I would have smacked that right out of his hand.
He brought him chocolate.
Yeah, get it out of my face.
Slapped it out
of his hand.
You always trying to do something extra at the wing.
I would have slapped
We all know DC would have had a couple of chocolates and then thrown it.